Hiya, today we're playing Saturn's Rising Temperature. And today we're playing basically Saturn's Rising Temperature. So this is a game. Sorry, I'm being silly. I see this game and it's about like something a little bit silly and a little bit sad, so I can't help but do something a little bit silly. I'll be a little bit silly. That's what I'm like. So this game is a game about somebody called Saturn, and we follow the life um, as them as a warehouse worker living on man-made planet of SD-1409 V2, whatever that means. In a universe where space travel is a fad that has long since came and went. Recently, she's been having strange dreams about the moon that orbits this planet. But it's probably nothing, right? Right? Also, we'll see. I've been having such weird dreams lately. Sometimes I don't even realize they're dreams until it's too late. But in my dream, I'm looking up at the sky. It's night. Just heads up, this is a little bit suggestive, so like if you're like a kid, don't watch this, please. Thank you. And leave. Anyway, it's directly the moon, and it's so much bigger than normal. That's quite pretty. The moon is big. The moon is so big that it takes up all except the very corners of my vision. And for some reason, I can't move at all. I'm unable to turn my head and try to look at anything else but this huge moon. It doesn't change at all, but somehow I know that it's getting even closer. Yet I just and then I wake up. Oh, someone's pulling up with a really old computer. That like a laptop? I can't tell if that's like a laptop or if that's like one of those huge computers. Because if you take a look at it, it's got like that boxy look, and I really can't tell if it's like one of those old Macs. That's crazy. She's a kid and girly. It's giving tired. Sometimes when I wake up after the fact, I feel so scared. Jesus Christ. Sometimes apathetic. Oh, she's depressed. Sometimes even happy. The idea of the moon crashing into the globe, destroying everything I know and love and hope for. That's a bit of a scary idea. But at the same time, it brings me some comfort. I realize that probably sounds like a terrible thing to say. Whatever feeling the dream gave me is quickly replaced by a dull emptiness. That's how I know I'm awake now. I feel like I've just been hit by a truck. Ugh, my neck. Am I pulling a silly voice? I kind of like doing a silly voice. No, I'll just read it. I'll just read it. My body resists the efforts to get out of bed, but I have to get moving, and so I do. Light pours into my room from the single window. I look outside. The sky dome is there to greet me as always. Okay, so like we're getting a futuristic future. So it's kind of giving a city under a sky dome. Looks like they're in the sky though. There's a lot of clouds, and I can't tell if that's like the screening or whatever's happening. Anyway, this guy is there to greet me as always. I the numbers scrolling across the top of the generated clouds. Okay, they're generated. 10:37 a.m. ST. Girl, you are late to work. I don't have much time left. I quickly get dressed. As much as I'd love to dawdle, I know I can't be late again. I avoid looking in the mirror as I pull on my work clothes. A basic jumpsuit perfect for a grunt worker like me. I trudge out of my bedroom, grabbing around in my fridge for some sort of sustenance. My fingers clasp around an old protein shake. No! I guess that'll have to do. And so I'm off. Thinking about it again, maybe calling my job grunt work is a bit too blunt. That's what it feels like. At work, I move boxes. Next stop, stuck cross district. Oh, that's me. Very thrilling, I know. I work for a warehouse that delivers things to the other globes in our system. Okay. Food products, clothes, also are things that factories produce. I take boxes with supplies in them and move them into the cargo ships. It's just that simple. Of course, no one operates the ships. We don't make people go into space anymore. We have machines for that. I'm not even sure when they phased people out of the space delivery process. Oh, wow, this is futuristic. Okay. It must have been a long time ago. But sometimes I can't help but think about what would happen if I went to space. They say you can't breathe up there, but I'm not sure if that's actually true. Okay. There are girls are theorists. Okay. This is gonna be fun. I have nothing against theorists, but I've never really delved into like um theories like that. So I'm kind of interested. There are a lot of theories online about what space is really like. Some are saying that only rich people get to explore the universe, but don't rich people brag about everything? How would they be able to keep a secret like? Oh, okay. Someone calls my name. Well, my name. Saturn? Huh? I look over. It's Lasta, my coworker. Well, that's not where it goes. Do you read the label on the side? Why are they all depressed? Look at it. That's so mean. That's so mean. That's so mean. That's so mean. Cut. 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 She's not depressed. But they look very sad. I guess the warehouse life is not on. Ah, sorry. We need to meet our quota soon. These shits won't wait around for us, you know. Right, yeah. As you can see, she's super fucking hot. Okay. I mean, kind of work orientated, but I always wonder why she worked here instead of factories. You could get good promotions there. And she seems so smart. The warehouse is at least a place of equality. That is to say, all of us are equally ignored by Starcrossed. I prefer it that way, but most people don't. A lot of them end up here for other reasons. Ah, wait, getting ahead of myself again. I turned around and looked the box I was carrying to the correct spot at this time. I looked towards Lester to give her some sort of indication that I did what she asked. Maybe even smile at her, but it seems she's gone now. I'm alone again. Ugh. Oh, girl. Look at you girl. Okay. I continue moving boxes for a number of hours. I ruminate on my minuscule interaction with Lester. I find myself doing this often. Most of my coworkers are women. They know I'm a girl too. They don't really seem to care, though they have no idea I call myself Saturn. Oh, that's not a name, okay. My birth name is a bit gender neutral, so they don't really think about it. But the truth is I haven't told anyone yet because I'm afraid it will sound too silly. It was a planet I read about in a book long ago. Apparently had rings that weren't man-made. It was just a beautiful, wonderful trick. It was just a wonderful trick of gravity. That was back when Earth was still a thing. Oh, so this isn't an Earth. Okay. I think. That's nice. For some reason, the name stuck to me. I used it in my online usernames for a while. I still do. I realized there was more than that to me. It's a word no one cares about anymore. The fact of it makes me smile very deeply. I love the art in this. It is so good. I've not said it enough, but I really love the art. I love the shades of blue, like, and black. And those colors go so well together. My body moves automatically while my mind continues in dreamland. Before I know it, my work is all done. I feel a bit proud of myself. Not too proud though, because I soon realize everyone must have finished too. I guess I'm going home now. I say it to no one in particular. As I'm floating down the company hallways, I notice some of the girls from work are still there, conversating. Last is one of them, of course. I wonder if I should talk to them, but I can't tell what topic is from here, so I can't think of anything to say beforehand. That'd be kind of rude anyway, right? Yeah. No! Talk to her, girl. Talk to her. I get a small piece of the discussion as I do. Huh? They're doing what with Laris? They want Sir Rovers to dig, apparently, but the government won't let them. I almost stop in my tracks. Laris. That's the name of our moon. Why does Starcraft want to dig there? I keep thinking about it on the way home. Girl, ask. Maybe the astronomers discover something. There aren't a lot of astronomers out there anymore, but the ones that are around work for private organizations. I guess to find space resources or something. But what is it that's on Laris? My head hurts when I try to think about it too much. I arrive home. I'm a bit excited to be back, only because I can play video games for a while. I change back into my dirty pajamas and grab a bag of chips. My computer is a bit of an older one. It works just fine for me though. Hey, I like to surf also has places on the web and play games too. My connection goes all around the globe. Sometimes you can even talk to people from other planets, but the ping is pretty bad. Yeah, if it ain't for that ping. From what I've heard, a lot of other globes are similar to this one. Even the names are similar. SD1409V2 doesn't really have the same ring as the globe though. It seems like Starcross has influenced outside of her too. I guess that makes sense. I mean, they do deliver things to other places, but how does a company stay together like that if no one goes to space? Maybe they talk through rovers? No, wait, that's dumb. They're totally talking through rovers. I surf and game for a little while longer. I really like to play a certain MMO game specific to our globe. I play as a mage and cast spells. I've met a few people playing this game. We do raids and stuff. That said, hey, how are you? Hi. I don't know if I can really call them my friends. I don't think they would understand my problems. In any case, I have a lot of fun clearing our next dungeon, but as I look at the clock, I realize it's late, so I have to log off for now. I feel my knees ache as I stand up. If only I could do magic in real life. Then maybe I could finally, my mind drifts off into sleep. A different dream greets me for once. In the moment though, I'm not sure if this is a good thing. Someone is sitting on top of me. I can feel my chest rising and falling, but I don't feel like any breathing is happening. I can't tell who it is, even when I look directly at that face. Her face? Oh, dude. She leans forward to put her hands on each side of her head. One of her knees is between her legs. Oh my god. Okay. Suddenly I think I understand the purpose of the dream. That doesn't make it any less embarrassing. Lester? She doesn't. Oh no. Okay. Let me know what's going on. Fitch is still. She doesn't answer, but her Fitch is still indecipherable to me. She just cups my face with one hand, and the other with the other she. Then flat I remind you of her. You like her a lot, don't you? You're so sweet. Sweet Saturn. That has a nice ring to it. I try to ignore what she's doing. It's kind of wild. Okay, sorry, I'm just embarrassed. Okay, that's me. This is me. No, it's not. What? Okay, whatever. Okay. Ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me. Just ignore me. It's a really good game. I can't. Yeah, I see sex and I freak out. Okay. Okay. I try to ignore what she's saying and she's doing to me in order to reply. How do you know my name? You told me, silly. Huh? The girl, who I suppose is in Leicester, leans her face towards mine. My brain feels like it's about to catch fire. Before I'm about to connect, my eyes open. I realize I'm staring up at my ceiling, and every part of my body is burning. What the fuck? I said, oh, my brain doesn't become any less melty. There's nothing I can do about this though, because I have work. The morning routine repeats again today. But for some reason it feels different. I guess because of that dream. I'm just so embarrassed about it. That part of me is also excited. I like that. We got you. We got you. You're winning. It's okay. You're winning too. That's what's up. Let me rephrase. It's just that, well, I didn't know I liked Lasta like that. I mean, I thought she was pretty and all, but dude, you literally called her hot before. I thought maybe it was like I want to be her, but I know I don't want to kiss her the way. I guess the dream must be confirmation, right? It has to be. Even if the dream girl said I wasn't Lester, she wasn't Lester, I still said her. I can't help but stare a little bit. She must be on her way to the warehouse too. Part of me wants to walk next to her, talk to her. But I'm just too nervous to do it. I take a turn and enter the... No! I went to the warehouse a different way. No! don't want to seem like a creep or something. Girl, just talk to her. Just freaking talk to her. Plus, I should probably focus on my job. I began sorting boxes to try and get my mind in order. We only have a few more days until this shipment has to go out, so I have to be a good worker. But, hi. Okay, this is so cute. She just nods at me and keeps walking. So cool. We could actually be doing like an incel voice. This is pretty fun. I catch myself staring at her again and again. Okay, let me reiterate. She's not an incel, but I was thinking of this one voice from this one YouTube channel called Smosh. There's this guy called The Chosen, and some of the things he says, some of the things he says. So that was my thing. Anyway, just ignore me. Let's play. I catch myself staring at her again and again. Part of me wants to be discreet, but what if she notices? I realize this is how I feel. That would be, but she doesn't notice. Maybe that's a good thing. Eventually, though. I can almost reach it. Oh my god, I'm about to get a willow moment. Okay. Okay. My fingertips grasp the bottom of the corner. I almost have it, but then... she drops it. The box tips, hitting me square in the head. Ow. Oh no. The box was filled with glass cups. Everyone definitely heard. I'm still sitting on the floor and missed the glass, but my co-workers start to show up. What are you doing? Sorry, I dropped something. Everyone just sort of stares at me. It makes me feel a bit awkward. Why didn't you use a stepladder? I guess I just forgot. Sorry. A different girl helps me up. Should I go get a broom? No, I can do it. And as quickly as they showed up, they dispersed again. Oh, no. I guess we're a bit crunched right now. But no one even asked if I was okay. Lester looked so annoyed with me, like I was a complete idiot. I feel so dumb all of a sudden. I tried to approach today differently, but it's all the same. It's the same as any other day. Now that I really think about it, there's no reason for Lester. Oh no! Lester's the last one like me. Don't say that. She's smart and practical. I'm dumb and scatterbrained. She's pretty and I'm a thought breaks through in the back of my mind. Something telling me that isn't true. That isn't true at all. There's a warmth in my head telling me that I have my own merits and stuff, but I know that's a lie. I know that I can't talk to her, and that I never could. The warm thoughts seemed to die off after that. Oh, no. I feel weird all the way home. I think I hurt myself by thinking too much. I shouldn't daydream anymore. I shouldn't. But if Lester wasn't the girl in my dream, who was? Maybe the only girl that loves me is one I made up in my head. That'd be funny. I try to distract myself from it, but I feel so confused now. I look outside my window. I can see the moon. I don't even want to play on the computer anymore. I crumple onto my floor, bathed in the light of Laris. It isn't the first time I've done something like this, crying on the floor because of how tired I am. Tired of being alive. Unable to talk to others. I'm the worst. I'm just the worst. Nothing I could try to say would ever come across as genuine anyway. Though my blurry vision, I look up. The moon. Why do I keep dreaming about it? I don't understand. The moon dream happens again. This time, it is a little bit different. I'm staring at the moon, of course, and I still cannot move. But I hear a voice, the same voice from the other dream. I can hear it behind me, but I can't turn to look. I'm sorry, Saturn. I just wanted to give you a nice dream. I didn't want you to be sad. It's okay. I don't really know what else to tell her. You don't have to feel trapped. I like you. I think you're wonderful. I feel the moon coming closer, just like I always do in this part of the dream. But why? Why would someone like you? She giggles at that. Someone like me. I thought you didn't know who I was. But in your heart, you know, don't you? Oh my god. I feel her give me a hug from behind. I still can't move. She feels cold. I wake up on the floor. Sunlight is pouring onto my face. I think that's what woke me up. It seems a bit earlier than usual. I have to sit there for a bit before I remember the dream, the moon, the voice, and the girl who hugged me. Laris. I probably looked terrible. I had to pull myself together. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I jug myself up and take a shower. I let the steam clog up my brain. The way I don't have to think anymore. The cycle repeats anew. Tomorrow is our last day doing this shipment. Then I can have a nice weekend. Maybe I'll order some yummy takeout. That'd be nice. Hey. She points to a set of boxes grouped together on the floor. Those are yours. Ah, okay. Why'd she feel the need to clarify? Are they already on the floor because of yesterday? I feel a pang of shame. I can't tell if I'm being made fun of or not, but I'll do it anyway. Makes my life easier. I don't bother trying to talk to anyone after that. I just focus on work, just like usual. Don't want to bring those boxes into the shipping container. I feel a strange urge. Okay, I really like the story so far. I just wanted to interrupt. I really like the story so far. I think it's like a really interesting perspective. I think the story is a little bit about, like, I know I already summarized the story, but I think, as you can already see, it's a story about somebody who's depressed and how they deal with it, and how they deal with like loneliness. This person tends to like ball up in their own like ball. They ball up in their room kind of thing, and they separate themselves from other people, assuming the worst, and it's really quite sad. I think it's a pretty relatable one. It's a pretty relatable story, and it's like super like well done. Like the way she speaks, like the way she speaks to herself, the way she acts is like so freaking like it's so well done. I don't know how else to put it. Like it's a very real perspective. As somebody who used to like feel like this, like is a very real perspective, and this is really well done. Like the way she describes her feelings, and the way she talks to herself, the way she sees each situation. Like this is coming from somebody who's quite lonely and like they think in a type of way, and they do this and they act in this type of way, and they imagine and they have like escapes. It's like so well done. I'm loving the story so far. The characters are really interesting. They're really well drawn. It's really pretty. I'm enjoying the world building. So it's how this is like only 30 minutes. Spoiler. But anyway, I feel a strange urge. A bit of passing thought, but for some reason, I think about sitting inside and closing the door. I go in and put the box down. The interaction, once normal, feels a bit weird now. The feeling eventually fades off. What a strange impulse. We do good work today. Oh, well, I guess I did good work today. Good work. Is that the only thing people care about? I feel like that's the only thing people see when they look at me. Work. All I'm good for is work. I sit around and scroll for the rest of the evening. I don't have much better to do. I could play games, but for some reason I'm not up to it. My head feels foggy. I should go to bed, but somehow I'm not very tired. I take some sleeping meds and scroll for a bit longer. We're back to this again. The girl isn't there this time, just me and the moon. I feel a tugging sensation, not literally, but in my mind. There's something telling me, come here. That's the sort of feeling I get. But I can't move this time either. I need your help. I can't. I'm stuck here. You don't have to be. I'm telling you, I want to move, I really do. I really, really do. I'll help you. What do you... Suddenly, I take a step forward. What is going on? Work. Have to work. Warehouse. Job. Factories. Suddenly the words from before flash in my mind. You don't have to feel trapped. Oh, this is so sweet. Okay, I think I'm gonna get just what's going on. This is so sweet. This story is so good. Oh my god. Okay. Let's continue. My face feels warm. For once, the feelings in my dream don't immediately dissolve upon waking. I still feel an urge. An urge to go somewhere. The heat in my face shows no signs of subsiding. Did I get a fever or something? I don't really feel sick. I just feel warmth. I carry that warmth with me to work. I mean, I can't call in sick now. I could, but something tells me not to. My daily chore of moving boxes to and fro begins again. My mind wanders. I wonder which globe this is going to. I wonder if the astronomers are still trying to dig on Laris. Suddenly the urge hits me again. The urge to get inside the cargo shuttle and close the door. I shouldn't, but no one will even realize if I'm gone, as long as I do my work. I go in. I arrange the boxes in a very specific way, and I continue like nothing happened. If I can just finish this, then I won't have to be trapped anymore. Of course, I still have some things to take care of. I have to make it seem like I'm still working. I drift around the house for a while longer, maybe to make sure everyone is gone, and maybe to drink in the scenery one last time. Some scenery it is. So many boxes are gone now. I wonder if anyone will notice when I leave with them. I feel called back to the shuttle, and so I go. I step in, and I close the door. I hide myself between the boxes I placed in there earlier. I was afraid it'd be hot. It's actually surprisingly cold. It's kind of nice after a day of work. I close my eyes for a bit. I feel a bit nervous about this whole thing. I can't help but ramble to myself now. What if I get caught? How am I going to explain to them what I'm doing? I'm not even sure how to explain it myself. Before I can do anything else, I feel the shuttle start to move. I pull my legs tighter. I'm in it now, whether I like it or not. There's a lot of moving around from then on. The light from the windows don't tell me too much. Why do they even have windows if people aren't supposed to ride these things? Soon I feel it, a rumbling underneath me. It's not as strong as I would have assumed, but I know exactly what it means. Everything becomes very fast all of a sudden. The light flashes in and out. I feel dizzy. And then it's calm again. I look up from my huddled position between boxes. I push one out of the way and try to stand up. My knees ache from the position I was in. I pull myself towards the window. Ah, the moon! It's so pretty. It's like the night sky is all around me. It's beautiful. But can it really be this easy? I feel the tugging in my chest become even greater as Laris comes into view. It seems so close, and yet I know what I have to do. I rip one of the boxes open, looking for something, anything. It takes a few tries, but I eventually find a hammer. God, please work. I guess if worst comes to worst, there's food inside some of these boxes, but I don't want to think about that right now. Is she going... What's going on? I'm not too sure. I don't know what's going on. As I'm to the window stop, is she breaking it? And again. It breaks somehow. The glass flies everywhere at varying speeds of light. Degrees of speed. Most of it floats toward the moon. The most surprising part of it is that I can breathe. Quite well, actually. I guess I shouldn't believe everything I read online. I pull myself through the window and slowly fall. Down to Laris. The landing is surprisingly comfortable. The white sand as far as the eye can see. I can feel a thrumming in my head more than ever before. Whatever it is I'm looking for, it has to be below me. I have to dig. I start clawing into the sand for what feels hours. It takes so long that my hands feel so cold. I don't even know what I'm digging for, but I know something is there. And I feel it calling out. Tears begin streaming down my face. I just cry and dig and cry and dig, like some kind of loser. Finally, something begins to emerge out the sand. Someone. Part of me is disturbed. There's no way this isn't a corpse, right? But I still dig. I already came all this way, so... It's a girl. Her body is perfectly preserved. Her hair is so long. She doesn't look dead at all. I lean over to look at her, and her eyes flutter open. The two of us stare at each other for a few moments, and then she sits up, reaching towards me. She grabs my suit. Damn. She grabs my jumpsuit and rips it open. I love her reaction. She's so funny. Saturn, you finally came. She hugs me tightly, holding her face to my chest. Her skin is intensely cold, making me jump. What are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm just so cold. I've been trapped here for so long. Your heart is so warm, Saturn. How do you know my name? You already asked me that, silly. What do you... It begins to click in my head. The moon, the voice, the girl from a dream. It was all you? She nods and smiles. Then, I twiddle my thumbs and look away. Even that dream. But actually, how do you know my name? Like I said, you told me, remember? You would tell me how you name yourself after the planet. And I thought it was just so cute. Huh? I'm too confused to know how to reply. Haha. I don't blame you for being confused. Wait, but I didn't say that out loud. That's right, Saturn. Your voice, even though you thought no one cared or listened, I did. You were listening to my thoughts? I wouldn't have been able to if you didn't want someone to listen. Sometimes that's all a person really needs. I feel a strange feeling swell in my chest. She isn't wrong exactly, but it's just a little embarrassing. You don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to keep doing it. I'm sorry. I've been dreaming for so long it's a bit hard to stop the ability now. But I can make it go both ways if that helps. Now, what do you... I look at Sana and take her hands in mine. She looks at me with big round eyes. It's very charming, I think, even though she was just crying. She came all this way for me because I needed her to save me. And she did, because she's a kind person who I love very much. I watch as her face reddens, now being able to hear the love I have for her. Love that transcended a space between worlds. How was that? That was weird. Thank you. Yeah. My mind feels a bit fuzzy after experiencing the other girl's viewpoint, but I still have more questions, and my eyes begin to well up with tears at the thought of them. I suppose I should bring up the one that confused me the most. Why are you being so nice to me? Because when I reached out towards your planet, your wandering heart was the only one who answered me. But not just that, I don't love you just because you listened. I saw your life, and I felt many similarities to my own. I was trapped, and so were you. I felt very endeared watching you live the best you could. Even in a world that didn't feel like it was made for you. You still tried your best, and felt nervous and all those other things people do. I love you because you're very kind and interesting. Okay, I'm definitely ugly crying now. It's just so sweet. But, how can you love me? I don't even know your name. Oh, Saturn. If it makes you feel any better, I don't have a name. At least not the way a human does. She coats my face. It's empty to run my tears away, but they just keep coming. I hope she isn't annoyed. That said, I do think Laris is quite nice, so maybe that could be my new name. Laris. If that's what you want, I would love that. But what do we do now? I can't go back home. You can if you want to, but you don't want to, right? I don't. You can run away from this place if that's what you truly want. We don't have to worry about warehouses or astronomers. Well, I don't know if... It's hard for me to talk without being distracted. Something about her presence is starting to make me unravel. My brain is melting. I can feel her hair wrapping all around me, like a million little hugs. I love this. The decision is yours, Saturn. I don't want to do anything that will make you unhappy. I think I would rather be with you. She smiles at me. The feeling is mutual. Oh. She stands now, pulling me up with her. Neither of us have to be trapped anymore. We can go anywhere we want. Yeah, do you think... I hesitate for a bit before saying out loud. You think we could see the real Saturn? If it exists, I don't see why not. I smile at the thought. What do you want to do? What I really want is to make friends from all over the universe. That is what I wanted before I was trapped. And you seem like someone who needed a friend. You aren't wrong. Well, you told me. With your heart. I think back to the dream from a few nights ago. Do friends do things like this? Only the fun kind. End. Saturn's Rising Temperature. A visual novel by Starbedge. Thank you for playing. And that was Saturn's Rising Temperature. That was a really sweet story. I can't exactly... I think this is a little bit silly of me. I know this is one ending, but I think... I can't exactly... I think there's only one ending. I'll edit if it's not, but... Yeah, this was a really interesting story. The art was really cute. And yeah, it was just a really sweet story. It was a little bit unsettling at first. Sometimes the I think it could be like the depressive thoughts could be really upsetting and a bit depressing at first, but it was really sweet and it was like a really interesting story that really conveyed like what it's like to be lonely and like how people cope with it. And this girl specifically, how she coped with it. It's really quite a sad story. Um, I'm not sure if there's like a metaphor here. I'm not exactly reading into it right now, but it's a really fun story, and it's really cute. I'll leave a link in the description for the game. I don't know what to say about it. I really enjoyed it. I really like playing this game. It was really fun. It was really cute. It was funny seeing this girl basically like have like a harem. So that was fun. And it was really interesting to learn more about the world and like learning about the girls in the story. It was really fun. It was really interesting game. Um, it honestly reminded me a lot of like depressive episodes I used to have growing up. So it was really sweet. The way this ended, I'm really glad it ended like this because this person seemed like to become more and more depressed as the days went by, and she really wasn't coping with it in a healthy way. And through these dreams, she eventually started to like open up and like deal with the depression in like what a healthy way by finding people. I was kind of expecting her to open up to the people in the game. I was kind of like thinking, oh, maybe she'd like open up to the rest of the warehouse, but that did not happen, and I'm perfectly happy with that. It was a great ending. It was really short and sweet, and she got to go achieve a dream. Go girl, yes queen. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Make sure you drink your water, and